Let's dive into ranking the top 10 best benders in Avatar: The Last Airbender, without including Aang or any Avatar, because honestly, they're on a whole other level.
Hey!
10. Zuko. Okay, let's start with Zuko. Everyone loves him, right? He's got one of the best character arcs in the series. Going from an angry, conflicted prince to a hero fighting for peace. But as much as I hate to say it, his bending is just alright. He's definitely decent, and don't get me wrong, he's better than someone like Zhao. But when you compare Zuko to others in his family, yeah, it's hard to compete. His sister is Azula, and she's pretty much a firebending genius, so Zuko often looks a little average next to her. That said, he's still a powerful bender in his own right. He's got raw determination, and let's not forget, he learned how to redirect lightning, which is no small feat. But when it comes to pure bending ability, Zuko's a solid B. On the plus side, he's skilled with those broadswords, so at least he has that going for him.
Bet you wish he helped you out with a little fire blast right now.
9th, Pakku.
Good morning, Master Pakku!
Let's talk about Master Pakku. The guy is a classic, grumpy old master type when we first meet him in The Waterbending Master. He's a little stuck in his ways with his outdated views on women and waterbending, but you have to give him credit. Pakku is one of the strongest waterbenders in the series. He's considered the most powerful waterbender in the Northern Water Tribe, which is no small title. We see Pakku in action during the Northern Water Tribe's defense, and later in the liberation of Ba Sing Se, where he fights alongside the Order of the White Lotus. He also teaches Katara a lot of her early waterbending skills. But here's the thing, we don't get to see enough of him to really understand just how powerful he could be. More screen time could have easily pushed him higher up the list. 8. Jeong.
You are too weak!
Jeong is a firebender with a mysterious and intriguing backstory. He's one of the few characters in the show who seems to genuinely fear the destructive nature of firebending, and because of that, he's extremely disciplined in how he uses it. His first appearance is memorable. He disappears into a ball of fire to escape from Zhao, which immediately sets him apart as someone special. But it's in the series finale where we really see what Jeong is capable of. His firebending skills are incredible. He creates massive walls of fire to hold back Fire Nation soldiers and protect civilians in Ba Sing Se. And remember, this is a guy who's been living as an outlaw for years, evading the Fire Nation while mastering his craft. He doesn't get as much time to shine as some others on this list, but when he does, it's epic. 7. Hama.
They threw me in prison to rot, along with my brothers and sisters. They deserve the same.
Ah, Hama. She might have only appeared in one episode, but she left a huge impact on the world of Avatar. Hama's bending abilities go beyond impressive. She invented bloodbending, one of the darkest and most invasive techniques in the entire show. That alone earns her a spot on this list. Hama survived a Fire Nation attack, was imprisoned, escaped, and then spent years living in Fire Nation territory without being caught. Her waterbending skills are top-notch, and her discovery of bloodbending gave her the power to control a person's movements by manipulating the water in their blood. It's terrifying, but it's also a testament to her sheer skill as a bender. You have to wonder, what could Hama have accomplished if she had used her abilities for good instead of revenge?
Don't hurt your friends, Katara, and don't let them hurt each other.
6. Katara.
Hey, you guys are waterbenders.
You too? That means we're kin.
Speaking of waterbending, let's talk about Katara. She goes through one of the most impressive growth arcs as a bender in the series. When we first meet her, she's struggling to even control basic waterbending techniques. By the end of the show, she's easily one of the most powerful benders we see, defeating Azula in an intense battle during the series finale. Katara is a master of multiple forms of waterbending. She can heal wounds, something very few waterbenders are capable of. She even masters bloodbending, though she refuses to use it because of how invasive and morally questionable it is. On top of that, she saves Aang's life, Zuko's life, and plays a crucial role in countless battles. Her journey from beginner to master waterbender is one of the best transformations in the series.
Okay, you've gone from weird to freakish, Katara.
You mean I did that?
Yep. Congratulations.
5. Azula.
What are you doing here?
You mean it's not obvious yet? I am about to celebrate becoming an only child!
Alright, we've reached Azula. Love her or hate her, you can't deny that she's a firebending prodigy. Azula is terrifying, both because of her bending skills and her ruthless personality. She has complete control over her firebending, so much so that she can generate blue fire, which burns hotter than normal flames. And let's not forget, Azula is also a master of lightning generation, and she wields it with deadly precision. Azula's skill level is on a different plane from most other benders in the show. She took on Iroh, Toph, Sokka, Katara, Aang, and Zuko all at the same time, and walked away unscathed. That's ridiculous. And she didn't just rely on brute strength either. She used strategy and cunning to infiltrate the Dai Li and take down Ba Sing Se. The only thing that holds her back from ranking higher is her mental instability. If she had her mind together, Azula could have been the most powerful bender in the series.
Afraid of fire, I see. That's good. You should be.
Now, the top 4, here's where I start to struggle a bit, so feel free to leave your rankings in the comments. 4. Bumi. Bumi is easily one of the strongest earthbenders in the entire series. The guy is a total wild card, but that's part of what makes him so dangerous. He's constantly thinking outside the box, using his bending in ways that no one else would. Just look at his battle with Aang in Season 1. He was toying with him the entire time. And then there's his breakout moment, literally, when he escapes from Fire Nation captivity during the eclipse. Bumi takes back Omashu all by himself, without breaking a sweat. The man is in his hundreds, and still manages to be one of the most formidable benders out there. Plus, his sense of humor is unmatched, which is just the cherry on top. Bumi could easily be at number 3.
How did you end up escaping your imprisonment in Omashu?
Escape? I didn't escape. Everybody else escaped.
3. Ozai.
Prepare to die!
Fire Lord Ozai is the final boss of the series, and his bending skills do not disappoint. While he doesn't get as much screen time as some of the other characters, when he does show up, he's a force to be reckoned with. While being in an underground bunker, he could instantly sense when the solar eclipse ended and created lightning bolts like it's nothing. Ozai's firebending is fueled by his ambition and cruelty, and in the series finale, we see the full extent of his power. His ability to bend lightning and create massive, devastating flames during his fight with Aang is nothing short of terrifying. But yes, he was boosted by the comet. Ozai's plan to wipe out the Earth Kingdom and rule the world with his firebending might have actually worked if not for the Avatar. His bending style is aggressive, overpowering, and relentless, which is why he ranks so high on this list.
It's time for this world to end in fire, and for a new world to be born from the ashes.
2. Toph.
I am Melon Lord!
Toph Beifong is a revolutionary figure in the world of bending. At just 12 years old, she becomes one of the most powerful earthbenders in history. And not only that, she invents metal bending, a technique that no one else had ever figured out. Toph's abilities go beyond just raw power.
There it is! That's what it will sound like when one of you spots it.
She uses her seismic sense to see the world around her through vibrations in the earth, which makes her even more formidable in battle. Whether she's fighting in an underground arena or helping Team Avatar escape from a sinking library, Toph is always in control. She was able to find the entire secret underground bunker during the invasion, and she can tell when people lie. Frankly, a novel could be written on all the awesome things Toph does with her bending throughout the show's run. I do not think there is a single battle where Toph has not destroyed her opposition. The only one is her battle with Aang in the arena, but she only lost because she did not know she fought the freaking Last Airbender to live in the last 100 years. If this list were based on my personal preferences, Toph would be number 1. But there's one bender who I think most fans will have in their number 1 spot.
I am the greatest earthbender in the world! Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it!
1. Iroh. Finally, we have the legendary Uncle Iroh. He's not just powerful, he's wise, compassionate, and full of life experience. Iroh mastered firebending and went beyond it, learning how to redirect lightning by studying waterbenders. He's one of the few firebenders to meet the ancient dragons Ran and Sha and learn the true meaning of firebending from them. Iroh's bending skills are undeniable, but what sets him apart is his philosophy. He understands that bending is more than just a tool for destruction. He's a teacher, a mentor, and the heart of Team Avatar's redemption arc. And don't forget, he led the White Lotus in the liberation of Ba Sing Se and casually broke out of a Fire Nation prison after turning it into his personal gym. He's a living legend, and for that, he earns the top spot on this list.
See, Prince Zuko, a moment of quiet is good for your mental well-being.
What do you think about this top 10? Should Toph have been number 1? Should Zuko be higher on the list? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.